What's up? What's going on, man? It's Beatzo803 on that social media, Big Motion Podcast. I got my co-host with me right now.
Oh, yeah, $sign Mikey, man. We here.
We're here with another exclusive.
A great guest.
Interview.
You know?
Carolina Eatz in the building,
yes,
my man.
Yes.
Owen Hallinan. What's going on, man?
Clap it up.
Clap it up for the brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me on today. You know, it's nice to be able to share my business, my brand with a different platform. So
definitely,
much
man.
love.
Definitely, man. We see the work you're doing out here,
Definitely.
man. So that's what this podcast is about for the Sumter, South Carolina area, which we hope to go global. But we are here to showcase anybody in the community that's doing positive things and having big motion. You know, we get a bad rap sometime, you know, hearing something sometime. Right. So much negative stuff going on. So we here to showcase the positive things and educate the people, show people what's going on, because through this show, people are connecting. People are finding out about businesses they didn't necessarily know about. So that's the main purpose for this business, man. Chef,
extraordinaire,
master certified personal trainer at Gold's Gym. I might be saying this wrong, but a sauce chef. We're gonna get into what that is exactly. You cook for WWE superstars. Background in health science, culinary background, of course. A lot of big motion is what I'm trying to say. So, you know, where does this come from? You know, tell the people what you do.
So I have a healthy meal prep business that just kind of came out of thin air. My brother, I used to cook with him for a while when I was like 16.
Yeah,
did some catering jobs. He really introduced me to food, and over the years, you know, you learn how to make something better, how to better your best. And he told me one time, he said, "Oh, get good at something and get great at it." And so from there, I mean, you can grow any type of business off of something like that. But you know, I can't say where it started at.
Yeah.
And I grew up on Hamburger Helper, brother. And so Kraft macaroni and cheese, you can't beat that.
Oh yeah.
You can't beat that.
I know all about that.
You can't beat it.
That's a win.
I know all about that kind of meal.
Absolutely. But coming up from something like that and to be able to make anything out of nothing is a beautiful thing. That's where my entrepreneurial side comes from as well. Yeah. Making something out of nothing, because, you know, I'm something without my brand, but I am my brand.
Yeah.
And so Carolina Eatz doesn't define me, but it also elevates me too.
Gotcha, man. So, you know, let's give people some context for people that, you know, that may not know you. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Sumter.
Okay. What was life growing up here for you in old Sumter, man?
I went to Millwood, went to Bates, went to Sumter High, played basketball at Bates.
What position?
At basketball, I was a shooting guard.
Okay.
I was a shooting guard, but I was a shooting guard. There's a reason why I don't play basketball no more, and I'm a chef.
Wow.
So that wasn't my best.
Yeah,
that wasn't my get.
Hey, you made the team.
Hey, that was a big piece. That was a big piece. So shout out Bates Middle School.
A lot of people got cut.
That is true. I made it, but you know, that wasn't my. I feel that wasn't where God wanted me at.
Yeah,
so if I know where I'm supposed to be, it's easier to be there.
So I see you got a lot of, you know, background in the education, you know, culinary arts and all that. So before you started your business, what were you doing? You went to college. What was the journey like for you?
I went to Anderson University. I went there for 2 years, and I studied early childhood education for maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
And I realized, you know, school's not my thing. I could take a test. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And I didn't even want to take a test. I didn't want to sit in a classroom. I didn't want to do that. So I'm in a kitchen now where I can kind of do what I want as I please. Yeah. And, you know, having a brand, I'm able to do that too. But I went to school for the purpose of learning more. And it just wasn't something I wanted to learn.
Okay.
You know, but I did kinesiology as well. And I saw this element of getting better. Getting other people better made me better too, and that's kind of like where my acts of service comes into play. Is that I really love helping people, and so I found this niche into what's the best possible thing for me to do tomorrow. I can do anything today, but what I want to continue doing tomorrow, and so that piece allowed me to find, I say, my groove in, you know, what I wanted to study, and I didn't want to study education. I didn't want to study, trying to take a test. I didn't finish my degree.
Yeah.
I stopped because that just wasn't my cup of tea. Plus, it was really expensive too. It was so expensive. I think I probably still owe $30,000 on some stuff, but we'll pay it one day, government. So shout out government. We'll pay that one day, baby. But no, I went to school. I went to school to learn, and what I found out is that I didn't want to continue that path. I got plenty of friends that graduated. Congrats all y'all. But
me too.
Yeah, no more.
I got a lot of them with PhDs and doctors and all that. I'm like, all right, they owe about 150, 70, 175, 200. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, but they're making money now.
Yeah. Most of them got good jobs though. Like one of my homeboys, he sit in the office all day and be texting me and videoing me and all that. Big shout, my man. I ain't gonna say his name. I don't want to blow him up.
Yeah. All publicity is good publicity, though.
He probably ain't supposed to be doing that in the office, though.
Swear.
A big shout to him. But you said Kenny. What's that K word you said?
Kinesiology.
Kinesiology.
It's a study how the body moves. It's a study how the body moves, and so that's everybody moves differently. And that's a big motion thing. Everybody moves differently, but if we're focused on our best, we can always get better at that. Our best is a point, but there's always something beyond that too. And so with food, I found that with food, like I could help people get healthier. But I was a personal trainer for a while, and I made six figures as a personal trainer at a gym, and that was so beautiful to make that. But you get done, you don't want to spend it. I mean, you want to spend it, but I'm so tired to turn around and want to do something else that, I was bored.
Yeah,
I was bored. I was bored. I was burnt out. I was tired, and that kind of leads into something else with my current business. We can talk about it in a minute, but I didn't want to keep doing that anymore. But I loved helping people help themselves, and I think that piece right there. When I said I went to school to learn, they don't teach you that in school. Yeah, they teach you a test. Yeah, they teach you how to get a degree, how to get a piece of paper. If somebody's going to school, keep going, but it ain't for me. Yeah. And so
different schools, different folks, man.
Absolutely.
So we support education, but we also support being an individual and being an entrepreneur,
follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams, whatever that path may be. Let's talk about you got to a point where you said you was doing catering jobs with your brother. So that was like your example as far as entrepreneurship in your family.
Well, I saw him go and work a full-time job. Shout out my brother. My brother's the truth. I know everybody's got great family members that they look up to and stuff. Yeah. This is mine. This is my idol. Yeah. My brother, he owns 2 restaurants out in Beaufort.
Blow him up.
Madison's in Port Royal and Morgan River Grill.
Big shout. Big shout.
If you want the best seafood in South Carolina, it's sitting right there. If you're sitting here trying to find that, you're missing out.
I gotta check that out, man.
Please, we'll go down together.
Hey, let's go.
That. Come on,
let's go.
No cap, like we'll go do that. That's, if you like food, he's an executive chef, and an executive chef taught me my craft and how I can look at making something better. You can always make something. That's why I don't eat Kraft no more. That's why I don't hamburger helper no more. But I saw the bottom of food, and now you get to see what the top looks like, where you can just make whatever you want. You stand at that pinnacle of a mountain, you can see other pinnacles. That's why you see other tops. You're not standing at the bottom no more. You see where your next placement's going, and now you jump on a helicopter and go over there.
Hey man, I like how you talking, Absolutely. Man. I like that. I like that. That's a good way to explain it, man. So, I know you said you was working with your brother, when he was doing the catering jobs and all that. So, at one point did you say, I'm going to start a business, or did you first give out a few meals first? Take us through that journey from the first thought. Like,
I got told no so many times, and I got fired a couple of times. I didn't get fired from jobs until I moved back to Sumter. I moved back for a job. I'm not gonna say the gym's name, but I got hired on as a general manager position at a gym. Ain't that many gyms in Sumter, so you can go ahead and do it. Cross them out. And it wasn't the one I work out at now. It wasn't one I worked out at before. But I got a big job, a big position, but I'm more than qualified for the job. But God shows us our qualifications, like what we need to be doing for our best form of service. And my best form of service was no longer in the gym. And 6 figures was cool. And it's addictive to continue chasing that. But management's a title. And right now, my title is chef. And so when I turned around, I got told no. I worked there for a week and got fired.
A week?
I moved.
That's crazy.
Hey, I never know why. And so, but that part's irrelevant. The moment I said, they told me you were were done, I was like, okay, what's next? What's next? And I probably sat around for like 3 months. I think I got me a restaurant job, and then they let me go there too. That's a whole nother story. But it has nothing to do with my work ethic, how I moved and stuff. It's other people being a what's the right word? Maybe a variable in your story.
Yeah.
So I'm the whole sequence. I'm the whole formula at that point. And so if I allow you to be a variable in me, you control me 100% of the way. So
that's a word right there.
You turn around and you get told no a couple of times. It eventually tells you how to say yes to yourself. And so these yeses now I'm 100% yes in me all the way through. I sat down one day, Carolina Eatz. I don't want to say where it was made at. On your podcast, I'll tell you when we get done.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Hey, but it's exclusive after the show's over. But I sat down. I made this logo on PixArt, and it took me 3 minutes to put the logo. I mean, you can look at the logo.
Hey, less is more. Less is more.
It is, but it says a lot right now. It says a lot more because it was something. It was my everything at that point. I had $300 to my name and a dream. And I said, God, what do you want me to do? He's already shown us what we're supposed to be doing.
Oh, yeah.
He said, go and tell. How do you do that best? That's where the business came from. I'm really good at cooking food. Now I can get great at cooking food. My brother said, get good, then get great. And from there, I just started my business. I had the $300. I bought the LLC, and I think a pack of plates, and then my food for the week, and I had 2 customers. And so literally I turned around, I made the logo, and I was like, so what's the next step? Let me buy the LLC. I'm not making chicken wings out of my house. I'm not doing that no more. You know, but that's shout out to people that's doing that. But if you don't stop,
big shout.
Stop. Do it the right way.
Facts.
And I started it very small, and I've grown and fell and grown and fell and grown and fell. But that's where I've not always been following the correct path for what I need to be doing with my business. I've got good, and then I got great, and then I got worse, and then I got better, and then I got worse and then better. But that's a whole nother avenue to talk about that too. We can do that too.
Oh yeah. It's always a learning experience, man. And one thing I learned in business, like nothing is ever as simple as you think it is. Even if you felt like you done a bunch of research on it, you done talked to people about it. Once you get in it, it's always something
100%.
that you got to learn more about, figure out some type of dilemma. So it's great for you to reach those stumbling blocks in your path and still keep going. And one thing I like that you said, like basically saying like these were just points, and it's not define my story. I got to keep going. So that's for anybody out there that's aspiring to be anything. You're gonna get told no, you're gonna get fired, you're gonna just not gonna work out, but just keep going because that's just a part of your testimony. To get wherever you're going in your story, man. So that's great.
And on top of his character, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely great character.
And listening to your brother, that was huge. A lot of people don't listen to that.
But that was a low point in my life when he told me that piece, because I was like, if I'm a sous chef, how am I not supposed to be able to do this? How don't I have control of the kitchen? He said, "Bro, you're good at something.
Yeah,
I get great at it."
Explain the sous chef too.
So sous chef is like a you got your executive chef, and underneath that you got your sous. The sous will learn from your executive. And so that's to be able to assume that role at some point, but you can't take that executive role until you are an executive, until you're a sous first. And so there's levels of a kitchen, just like there are in all sports. Like you got different levels of basketball, baseball, different sports and stuff, but that's the same thing in the professional world too. Pretty
competitive in the kitchen, man.
Well, I love what I do, and I tagline my business the hottest meal prep in town. I didn't wake up to be second, and nobody else is doing that. If you waking up to be second, go back to sleep. Please do that, because this is it's a competitive world, but I don't know who my competitors are. I completely discontinued that because God woke me up for a purpose to continue doing what he's giving me. And you said something a second ago about the stumbling blocks. God don't put stumbling blocks in front of us. We do that. And so if I know where these stumbling blocks come from, it's easier for me to overcome them. If I'm not, they shouldn't be there in the first place. Yeah. But as entrepreneurs, as people, this isn't just an entrepreneurial thing, but just in life, we put these stumbling blocks in front of us all the time. And it could be It could be anything from, eating poorly. I got a business that creates structure, not accountability, structure. I have a plan that people can turn around and eat on, 10 to 14 meals. You got something to look forward to every single day. And then that thing's going to be gas too. You pop it in the microwave, people's like, hey, let me get that. Like, that's not the water cooler, you talking a microwave now. So we're changing that up right now.
I like that,
but,
man.
We put those stumbling blocks in front of ourselves. And the biggest thing to overcome them is just to not put them there in the first place.
Yeah. That's a bar right there.
I like that.
That's a bar right there, man.
Appreciate that.
So coming through this thing, like you said, when you first brought it to market, you got 2 customers. Talk about your journey building the brand up, to gain more customers. What were you doing? What type of marketing? What type of promotion? Word of mouth is, said to be the best way to build a business. What were you doing to actually, build it up to where it's at now?
Social media is the freest form of anything we can do. I can go on Facebook right now while I'm talking to you and put up a post. I put one out when I was in the parking lot, and I took a picture of your van outside too. So we in here right now. So I'm trying to plug the best way that's financially suitable for my brand. And so everything I put out, just like I do my food, I'm focused on what's the best form of marketing that I can do right now.
Right.
And so there's ways to automate your post. But that's simple. If you ain't automating your post, go back to sleep.
Exactly.
If I'm going to claim the hottest meal prep in town, I got to have the hottest social media because people are going to share, they're going to like, they're going to promote your own brand. But I've got to focus on the thing that people are looking at while they sitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
The nobody time.
Yeah.
You're not talking to nobody but yourself.
Yeah.
At that point, you on social media scrolling and stuff like that. If you're scrolling, how do I get you to stop?
Yeah.
How do I create that screw the algorithm?
Yeah.
I got to give you something to look at. And if you give somebody something to talk about, they will speak your name every single day of the week. And if I got you meals in the microwave, what you got? Let me get that. Give me a business card. Give me something like that. I focus more on, I say to this from the 2 people I had that I started with. Shout out both of y'all. I really appreciate that. They gave me legs to stand on at that point in my life, and I needed every bit of that. And sometimes we just need somebody to say yes to us. But you got to say yes to yourself first. And so I turned around, I focused on my social media side because I know that's the easiest form of marketing. I got business cards. And shout out Vinyl Hustle for doing my business cards.
Oh yeah, big shout out Vinyl Hustle.
Yeah, big shout out. They've
done
Vinyl Hustle. My shirts, my hats, my business cards.
Dope merch, y'all.
For real.
And they nice too.
I love it.
It's not some crappy.
Yeah. Good quality
shirts.
Good quality, man.
But
quality,
if I focus on putting my best foot forward in everything I do, I tell my clients all the time, take a great first step, follow it a better second. I cannot lose with that. I'm always going to be progressing some way, shape, or form, continue climbing that mountain until I'm on that pinnacle.
Oh, yeah.
And so I focused on what's the best way to say my name? Well, if I'm a food business, I'm a servicer. If you've got a business, focus on what you do and how you do it better. And that way, whoever's going to buy your product, whoever your customer, your clientele base is, they're going to say your name more. I don't have to ask you to share my stuff because I post stuff that's worth sharing. I'm going to post something that's worth sharing. You give somebody something to talk about, they're going to say your name. And so when I post content, I'm not thinking about how many likes it's going to get, how many shares it's going to get. I know people are going to look at it. I don't care if you share it. I don't care if you like it, but I would love for you to like it and love for you to share it.
Oh yeah,
by the way. Okay, that would be a huge
help.
help. But it don't cost nobody to like nothing. It don't cost nothing to share anything. But people will look at your stuff and continue to scroll past it. Man, hit that like button one time for me. Hit the little heart. Hit the little heart emoji.
Right.
Say something on the post. If it's meaningful to you, engage in it. Because that time, that piece for me, it helps me and my brand. It helps the algorithm. Shout out algorithm at this point.
Yeah.
But again, I don't care about it because I'm going to put my best foot forward so that I can be standing where you're at.
Yeah.
And that's pretty important for me. So so now we'll get back to go on my food. I'm going to make better food next week. My next meal is my best meal because that's what somebody's going to get. You're going to get my best every single step of the way. So it has to be on my social media. It has to be with my marketing. And my marketing, I'll give out a business card. I'll give out one just because it's something right now. But hey, while you're at it, follow my Facebook page, hit my socials, hit my TikTok. Definitely. And so if you're following me there, you're gonna see the same content because I cross promote all my stuff on the same platforms. But I got different people that follow me on different places. And eventually one day, this may not be a Sumter County thing. This may be a global thing. But
it is,
but health is global. Health is something that we wake up and choose it today. We choose to be healthier, and that's why I got on the back of our shirts, on the back of our shirts. How about that?
Our
shirts.
Came with the merch,
it says "Health starts here," and that's right there at the top.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Health starts here, and I want people to think, when you think health, when you think somebody's sick, you think somebody's hurting, you need food. Carolina Eatz. Health starts here. I want you to think that the hottest meal prep in town.
Facts.
So I say when I started off, I started very poorly on my marketing, but I'm better than I was yesterday. And that's an easy variable to go and target, contact, because I can move from there.
Yeah. We want all small businesses everywhere to understand what we just said, play it back. And that's why I kind of got you to go in detail about that, because we're in a space where a lot of people are starting up businesses, but actually getting the word out, working social media is like the task they can't figure out. So just keep getting better. And that's really the message for everybody out there. So keep getting better. Keep pushing your brand. Carolina Eatz is here right now. So for anybody that may not know or hiding under a rock, what is meal prep and what is the advantages of meal prep?
You got something convenient right now. This is the new fast food. You've got something that's in your fridge that's made by a chef. It's not. I mean, you can make it. I can teach somebody how to make this, and we may pursue that avenue one day of doing some getting on camera and showing people how to meal prep. It takes 30 minutes to meal prep. It does not take 6 hours to meal prep. I don't know where that
so that's a myth. That's debunked.
No, screw that. I don't know where that came from. But I like the food that's in the containers that I dropped y'all. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And if I added a chicken meal to it, call it 45, just because I need the oven space. Like it is not. Cooking is not difficult. What's difficult is staying on task. And so meal prep is essentially the most convenient way to know you got something taken care of. Like I know my food's taken care of. I know it's healthy. I know I'm not just, I'm not just closing up a lunch time frame or a dinner time frame with something. I know it's something that's got balanced macronutrients. And, our bodies have, all of our bodies are very different, but internally we're very similar. And so with the food, pretty much anybody can eat the same general stuff. Our gastrointestinal organs are muscles, just like your biceps and your chest muscles. They have hypertrophy and they atrophy. So the more we use them, the bigger they get. The less we use them, the smaller they get. So, but in that, when we use them, what are they doing? So if they have a balanced form of macronutrients, which is your fats, your proteins, and your carbohydrates, what am I putting in my body at one time? When you go to Olive Garden, shout out Olive Garden, because that's pretty tasty right there.
I love Olive Garden.
Maybe we might get a little cross promo with Olive Garden.
Big shot,
Soup, salad, and breadsticks all day. But very unhealthy.
Yeah.
But the problem, and that's why you can't
Very unhealthy.
But shout out Olive Garden. All right, we're not going to do no bad promo here.
It's all good.
Facts. But it's the amount of macronutrients you're putting in your body at one time. That's why we get lethargic and tired from eating so many carbohydrates at one point. And you may turn around the next day and go have a great leg day. Hey, but you can't do that every single day. Like it's just impossible. Eventually, your body becomes subject to, this is all I'm always going to get. You have to have an ample amount of an ample amount of protein in your body every single day, just to be able to maintain or lose weight. Bro, you want to build muscle, you want to burn fat, you got to have enough protein in your body. And that enough protein standpoint, they got it written in textbooks, it's wrong. It's wrong. And so when I learned that the stuff I was learning in school was wrong, well, I'm going to keep learning that. Well, I want to keep pursuing this learning process. Now it's kind of around the same standpoint about what you need, but you ever ate 180 grams of protein?
Gotta be,
but that's a lot of food.
Yeah, I know.
That's a lot, and you have to eat a lot of food over the course of the day. But as an entrepreneur, I don't have time for that.
Nah.
If you don't have time for that, how am I getting my protein? So protein shakes, stuff like that. But I've got that meal prep side is making something more convenient for your healthier. And if healthier is a thing that you want to see done in your life, you're gonna put these different tasks in front of you that make you healthier. Those are choices. So I'm gonna choose healthier.
So from the financial side, because I know, man, before I had children, I spent easy $50-$60 a day on eating out.
Yeah,
good Lord,
like for real,
crazy.
That's a chunk of money.
I mean, think about it. If you get up in the morning and go to breakfast,
you fine down though.
$10. Yeah, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do no drive-through.
You sit down.
I don't do no drive-through. I mean, that ain't no flex. It's not. the most financial, responsible thing, but I just can't get into that. So I like to go sit down and eat somewhere.
Yeah.
And it might only be $15, but I left the waitress $7, you know? And then I got lunch and dinner. So, you know, it's not a whole lot, but it's more than a $3 biscuit at McDonald's. So what's the advantages for meal prep as far as, you know, being cost effective as well?
It is so much cheaper. It's so for me to cook your food. So I got my meal prep price down to where it's competitive with your mailer prices. So if there's fresh order meal prep companies or frozen meal prep companies, I'm right in line with you. So choose a chef that's going to do it for you and do it here in Sumter. Do it locally. Somebody you can reach out to and talk to. Someone that's able to change a brand, change a business model. You know, I'm not changing nothing, but you know, if it's somebody that you can reach out and talk to, hey chef, you know, I really like this week. Can we do more of that? Absolutely. I'll take a suggestion from somebody. Like I got this lemon pepper stepper chicken.
Try that out.
That's the
good.
Well, you got
lemon pepper stepper.
It's on this week right now. Carolina Eats that one and the vegan chili mac.
Man,
I did those meals because I was going to be on here. Those were the 2 meals that made me. Yeah. And those were the first 2 meals that I made in the kitchen, plus the Caribbean jerk turkey meatballs. So when I did those, I found this groove in making food and making food better, but I saw how much it cost me, and so them 2 meals was pretty costly, and so that's almost compatible with like what you're gonna go buy for yourself. And so I think it cost me it may cost me $120 to go buy that food. That's not that bad for a whole week's worth of food,
right?
But I'm not gonna say what it cost me now because I'm doing it on a larger scale. But it's a lot cheaper for me to do it now. Like I'm beating restaurants left and right with my food cost, but it's the same quality food. Yeah. So if I'm competitive with that, you know, the meal prep price for customers is like $6.60 a piece. Jeez. And I'm not going to sell individual meals, but I will sell you a package of them for 10 or 14. And that's where I have a business and a brand right there.
That's love.
It's pretty nice. $6.60. What you got in that container right there? $6.60.
We're gonna get to that in a minute as well. So about $65, $60, you could get a week worth of meals,
lunch and dinner
Hold on, what?
For those 5 days?
You can't beat that.
Say that again.
$66 a week. I think $72 plus tax, or $72 with tax. And that's a membership price. Yeah. Now I'll sell an individual plan for $89.
It's still love.
It's still love, but there's a much greater intriguing process to say, $66. Yeah. And it only costs me like $240 a month to eat healthy, and I can get better. I know I'm getting X, Y, and Z in my diet each week, and plus Chef is putting out something new every week. And so that newness is new nutrients, and when I have new nutrients, my body changes in a different form. So when I have something that betters me all the time, I'm always getting better.
Man, y'all better Google Carolina Eats.
We're going to dig in right now. What do we have here?
That's the jerk turkey meatballs right there. So I made I popped those up today.
Jerk turkey meatballs.
It's got a saffron rice, some roasted peppers. Yeah. And that's the house Caribbean spice. And so, or the sauce in it. All right, so that piece, what you just did right there, is why I cook. Okay. It's that pause piece. Is where you stop. A
lot of flavor. A lot of flavor, man.
Thank you.
You can tell he took his time with this.
It took 30 minutes. But that 30 minutes piece took me since I was 16 to make it. It took me since I was 16 to put that together. That wasn't an overnight thing. That was when I had 2 customers, that was probably the worst set of meals I ever did in my life. Yeah. But it was the best set of meals I did at that point in my life.
Oh. This is so good, y'all. This is good. A lot of flavor. I mean, delicious. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. This is really, really good.
Thank you.
I ain't taste nothing this good in a minute.
I might have to get y'all in the kitchen, come hype me up while I'm cooking too.
We're going to do one. We're doing an episode live from the kitchen.
No, this is really, really good.
Appreciate that.
These shit taste so good.
Y'all keep on grubbing, bro.
Hey.
I've been waiting for this moment.
I got one more plate at the house, and that's for me later.
All right.
I'm sold.
I'm about to subscribe.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, hit me up on Facebook, hit me on Instagram, on TikTok too. I'm working on growing my social platforms, and what y'all just did right there. That's one way that it happens. As you ask what was I doing to get better? That's it.
Carolina Eatz, meal prep. You got to get it, man. Right at about $60 plus tax a week. 2 meals a day. You can't beat it, man.
Cannot beat that. And you eating
and
healthy.
It tastes very good.
It don't taste.
You can't beat it, and it's next week when you beat it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's next week when you beat it.
I mean, a lot of people got a lot of, I guess, myths or,
about healthy food.
Healthy food tastes like crap. Tastes like cardboard.
Right.
This
ain't it. So this is debunking all of that. Even people say it's expensive. Mm-hmm. All of that's debunked.
All that for me.
Appreciate that.
And I think that's important for us to mention to the viewers, because I think a lot of times that's what holds people back from meal prep, doing it themselves. Oh, it's just take forever.
Yo, I kid you not.
Hiring somebody, it costs too much.
My man Jose
that's not the case.
This. I got. Hey, Jose, I'm gonna call you after this. You gonna love this. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Bringing those meals through, man. I am sold. I'm gonna definitely be shopping with you. Man, that's really good, man. And you say that's Jamaican jerk meatball.
That's it. Well, so everything that I make has got an Irish twist on it, and a little Carolina drawl to it too. I've never been to the Caribbean islands, but I will go one day.
Hey, you going one day, man?
I'm gonna go one day, but I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna go into a kitchen and I'm gonna learn something.
You're gonna be there soon, man.
That's where we grow. When you get down to like the roots of something.
Yeah.
I make some Irish food that's like, it's pretty jam up.
Yeah.
And everything I make, it's got a different flavor on it, but that flavor is me. And so right now, while you're eating something of me or eating something from me, you're talking to me. Food's a language, and people speak language. Some people just can't talk right.
Yeah.
Some people can't cook right, but everybody can learn how to do exactly what you got, because that's in the grocery store. Everybody's got access to what you're eating right now.
This is it right here.
Trying to stay focused.
A lot of flavor. Can't put it down. Okay.
I'm going to have to get y'all in the kitchen. Come hype me up on Sunday. Come on.
Hey, give us the time. We there.
Whenever.
Big Motion Podcast.
Bust down.
Carolina Eatz, meal prep in the building. Tell the people how they can get in touch with you if they want to become a member or get started, man.
So everything, I tried to put everything online. I don't even have my phone number up on the website, because I wanted to make this as convenient as possible for people to, I try to make my website to where it's as well explained as possible. I still get some questions all the time, like, hey, I don't know how to, I don't know how to order. Well, it's on the website, it's everything's there, but it means that I need to do better due diligence on my end with like, how do I initiate my brand to customers? And so CarolinaEatz.com with a Z. You spell it the other way, you're not gonna show up nowhere, because that's not a website.
Gotcha.
CarolinaEatz.com. You can order online, go to our shop page. I got vegan meal preps that I do, keto meal plans, and also my everyday meal plan is what y'all got in the bowl, which is 4 ounces of carbohydrates, 4 ounces of protein, and 3 ounces of vegetables, which is a great balance of stuff for our stomachs to see. Digestive wise, it's easy to process too, so we're not sluggish and tired. Business owners, if you got employees and you want people to move better, encourage them to get on something like this. If y'all spending time to go out to, spending 30, 45 minutes to go grab lunch for the crew, this right here is sitting in your fridge if you want them to get it.
Yeah.
On Facebook, Carolina Eatz, Instagram, Carolina Eatz Sumter, and on TikTok, I think it's Carolina Eatz on TikTok as well.
Instagram right now.
But yeah, that's where you can get in touch with me. And if you become a customer, you'll have access to me. You'll have my phone number, because that piece is important to me, to be able to have that direct contact with the people that are contacting. That you down with me, you gonna know me, and we gonna get together, because this is my food, my brand, and I love to share what I do with people.
Love what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that.
Definitely appreciate
14 meals. Excuse me. I eat so fast, man. 14 meals, y'all. 14 meals. You can't beat it. Well balanced. I mean, we can't. What else can we say, man?
Cannot beat this. It's healthy and it tastes great. Like, we ain't just saying that just for the camera. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
what about the merch, man?
all the merch is from Vinyl Hustle. Pastor Walter McLeod and Pastor Monica do all my shirts and my hats. If you got a business, got a brand, you want somebody to say their name. I know you do business cards, so I'm not gonna shout out their business cards, but that's where I get my business cards from.
Man.
But the all my merch I get from them, they got great pricing, super easy to work with. I know they do Tent Man stuff and something too.
Big shout out Tent Man,
because he did my card too, the Carolina Eatz.
Mine as well.
And so I do business with people that do good business, and I do business with good people that do business that they're working on getting great as well.
Right.
So, because I want my name to be put in that same circle of people too.
So, can people buy this stuff, or
I don't even sell it?
Wow.
I don't sell my merch.
So we got exclusives today.
I want not one customer has ever bought one piece of my merch because I want you and they're nice shirts, so you're gonna want to wear it around. Hell, I saw one in the gym the other day. I saw one in the grocery store. I saw a homeless fella with a hat. One of my customers gave a fella a hat the other day, and I was like, shout out.
Wow.
I don't know who did it, but thank you. So I don't sell my merch. If you want to buy some merch, I'm not going to say no to some money. But I don't sell any merch. But if you want something, tap in and grow with some meal prep for a couple weeks. I'll be more than happy to grab you a shirt.
Okay.
Grab you a hat.
Get free merch with the meal preps. I mean,
I'll be getting me another one then.
Well, I ain't going to say free merch.
Well,
you got to tap in a couple.
Tap in a couple times, spend a little something. But so that, I mean, end of the day, man, you got a great brand. Nutrition is key. We gotta eat to live, and not live to eat. That's one of my things I've been focusing on for 2023, and I think a lot of other people need to adapt that as well. Let's talk about people that's working out, stuff like that. How can meal prep, assist them? I'm really trying to just touch everybody that got any misconceptions about meal prep.
If you working out, this definitely works for you. If you're not working out, this definitely works for you. If you eat food, this definitely works for you.
No matter what, it works for you.
If you eat a bag of popcorn, this works for you. So if anybody eats, like what y'all said, neither one of y'all have ever tapped with me eating any food from me before.
Right.
Just got my shirts on. We gotta have our shirts on.
Oh yeah,
just grab the meal that I put together in 30 minutes. But that's my baby right there. That's my brand. But anybody that's focused on getting healthier, tap in. Like this, it's something that can benefit you. Like I said earlier, if you wanna burn body fat or build muscle, you have to get protein, and you have to get lean protein, and that's what the meals provide as well. So to ensure that you're getting at least 50, 60 grams of protein from your food each week. I mean, I say each week, each day, you're getting it from these meals. And I encourage my clients to go grab a protein shake, maybe have one or two a day. Get a nutritious, balanced breakfast if you're going to do breakfast, if not fast. If you're not fast, drink plenty of water. Get some salt in your body. I know people run away from salt for a number of reasons, but it's because we have so much salt in our bodies all the time. If you're drinking water, you have to have salt to counterbalance it. If you just drink water all the time, you're just going to be fluffy all the time. But drink plenty of water, eat better, and move. Those three things right there are the three staples that I focus on: losing weight, building muscle, the science of bodybuilding. None of that stuff is difficult. It's a science of learning yourself and how to create structure. Carolina Eatz is structure. So you eat food, tap in. That's
eat food,
tap in.
Some of the best food. Tap in.
It's best in the world, baby.
Carolina Eatz,
but it
y'all.
is the hottest in the city.
The
hottest
meal prep in the city.
The hottest meal prep in the city. We vouching for it.
For sure.
We ain't gonna talk about the cameraman. He was busting down his plate back there. DJ Fett.
Over there leaning.
Hey man, it's delicious, man. We appreciate you coming on. We're gonna definitely get you back on here. We're gonna do a live, from the kitchen episode as well. And like I said, we're here to showcase everybody that's having big motion and doing just positive things in the community. And today we had Carolina Eatz, man. The hottest meal prep in the city. And we're going global after this, y'all. We're going nationwide, and we got merch. Everybody can get the merch though.
Word.
It's exclusive right here. You gotta tap in.
You gotta tap in.
The hats, nice embroidered hats.
Cause you tapping in?
I'm tapping in.
You tapping in then.
I'm tapping in. Listen, even though I scale back, I still spend a lot. I'm trying to figure it out. This figures it out for me.
That's a fact. I was just thinking about it.
And when you're an entrepreneur, it's certain things you don't need to worry about.
And you don't have time for it.
Like, that should be an upgrade thing as we take this upper echelon effect with our brand. Like I'm my brand. Without this, I'm still somebody. But without if I'm not here, this is nothing.
Yeah.
And so if I'm gonna take that approach, I'm gonna be in the best circle with the best people. I'm gonna put the best things around my life as well. So if you're an entrepreneur, definitely tap in, because I'd love to tap in with you and get to know your brand, because you're gonna watch me grow every single week, and that should be an encouraging factor. Is that I'm always chasing something that's bigger than me, and that's not of this earth.
Facts.
That's a God thing.
I love that.
I love this. Word.
We got to get that lemon pepper stepper though.
Yeah, that thing's
pretty good.
I'm thinking about that more than anything right now.
Well, on Sunday, lemon pepper stepper chicken, the vegan chili mac,
and that too, the vegan chili mac.
Yes, straight vegan all the way.
Because we don't have no real vegan options here.
Yeah,
like for real. I'm talking about for real.
All right.
So that's interesting.
I want to try that.
I want to be able to appease. I want to be able to appease and appeal to as many markets of people. Like, again, food is language, and different people eat different types of things. And vegan life, that's a lifestyle. If you're gonna do vegan, that's a lifestyle. So with all my sauces, they're vegan. I don't use any dairy, because we're the only mammal that eats or drinks other mammals' milk after we're off our mom. The only one. And so we become lactose intolerant. Our bodies don't like cheese. But they like cheese up to a point.
Yeah.
But I really like that vegan style sauce aspect, because I know my sauces are going healthier into the meals. I know my meals are getting put together in a better format. And then so I'll eat vegan a couple times every week, but it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle for some. For me, it's something I add into my meal prep so people seeing different types of food.
Sure, got me sold over there. I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely, that's awesome, man. Y'all tap in Carolina Eatz, man. Everywhere, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere you can find it. Carolina Eatz. Go to the website. The hottest meal prep in town. This is Big Motion Podcast exclusive interview. We're going to be doing a part 2 live from the kitchen, so y'all stay tuned. It's going to get real fun, real interesting. I don't know what we're going to be cooking, but I hope it's some of them lemon pepper steppers.
We'll do that.
We'll figure out what we're going to do. You heard it from the man himself.
We'll do that.
Heard it from the man himself, man. Big shout my man Owen. Big shout my co-host Ben Mikey. You got any shout-outs, lasting words for the people?
I got one. Vinyl Hustle does all my merch. Shout out Vinyl Hustle. One of my best friends, Eric Portiz, got Cods and Bullies in Sumter as well.
Okay.
If you want a dog, go check out my boy. They have the best bullies I've ever seen. Period. Exotic. I mean, they got some nice dogs. And Eric's been one of them people that's been a kind of like a grounded foundational person for me to kind of hold me down in some certain aspects. And
gotcha.
So shout out Eric. I got Cedric McKnight that has Fishing Fellas. Cedric has given me a spot. Yeah. Fishing Fellas, you want lunch tomorrow? I don't advocate a lot of fried food, but I will advocate theirs, because Cedric's giving me a place. That's where I use my ghost kitchen. If you have a food business, a food truck, by law you have to have a commercial kitchen to cook out of, or have something that's an anchor point for you. They offer that service, and that's what I use for my service. So
shout out
big shout out.
Big shout Fishing Fellas, man.
Big shout out. They
crab fries.
Absolutely. Crab fries are fire too. But they shout out Cedric, shout out Eric, shout
That's
out
my
Vinyl
guy,
Hustle.
man.
Absolutely.
I was doing a wedding a few weeks back, and no, not a wedding, a class reunion. And Cedric walked in. I said, "Yeah, boy, it's about to be some good food in here today." And they had shrimp and grits, salmon. It was just lit, and I was like, man, I was eating so much, I was like about to fall. I know it ain't the healthiest thing, but I was just busting it down.
Yeah, but if you eat healthy for the majority of the time, you can indulge every now and then too.
Okay, man. So when I saw him walk in the building, I knew the food's gonna be good. So big shout him and Fishing Fellas and all that good stuff, man. Like I said, it's Big Motion Podcast. Yeah. Exclusive interview. We had Carolina Eatz here today. You're looking for meal prep? Carolina Eatz, the hottest meal prep in the city. And we going global after this. We got an exclusive episode coming up live from the kitchen. Y'all stay tuned for that. We'll keep y'all posted on that. Make sure you follow us, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay tuned for this. This will be dropping in a minute, y'all. We move real fast. We got more content on the way. We love y'all. We appreciate you all. 2023 is Bezo803 on social media. My co-host right here.
Ben Mikey, $. Mikey, you see what it is? It's meal, Carolina Eatz.
I'm going to finish my meal. I'm going to finish my meal, y'all.
I'm have that with a Carolina made drink.
Oh, yeah. It might not be the best mixture, but we supporting all. We're going to balance it out. We're supporting all brands, y'all. So we'll see y'all next time. One.
Yeah.